Yeah, so as I've said on IRC, I basically finished the game um, like 15 minutes ago, so I'm pretty familiar with all the puzzles. I have a sheet of paper here with everything written down, all the solutions that I've found. I actually found all of them myself, if you can believe that. I think that the one that took me the most time was there is a puzzle with clocks at one point, and finding a solution for that was down to pure luck. I haven't understood the riddle at all, and I just typed in some numbers and it worked, so I just wrote it down. But yeah. I think the riddle was poorly written, but other than that, the puzzles are very interesting. They are pretty simple as well if you take the time to think. I also managed to solve one without actually having read the hints. I just did it because it felt logical to me and it worked. So. That's maybe your connection because it works fine here. I guess the only thing that I didn't really like about the game was the very sudden ending. You'll see what I'm talking about when I reach it. It's a bit disappointing, but this is pretty much a what 2 or 3 man team, so it's quite astonishing the amount of work they've done. So. Yeah, but it's fucking fantastic. Okay, we're about to begin now. Just cut the music and jump straight into the game. Alrighty, let's just switch to Alchemilla there. Reduce volume a tad so we can hear me talking. And let's just go into the game right now.
What happened? What am I doing here?
First thing you'll notice is that you cannot jump and you cannot crouch. However, you have an infinite sprint, just like in the original games, which is nice. So, several things to do here. This is the last day I'll spend in my old room. Too many bad memories hold up in here. Tomorrow I'll be in Ashfield. I don't want to sell the house. Don't want strangers living in it. I keep having this feeling like I'm going to leave something important here. Like I'm forgetting something. Here is a key. The key to my room. Now the problem, well, not the problem, but something that you can be frustrated about is that this game doesn't have any inventory system. So basically, you either write down the items you get on the paper or you memorize them. No, I didn't cry, I'm just sick. I got the flu. So in pure Silent Hill tradition, lots of doors are locked. The only way to go is this.
What the hell's going on here? What the hell is this place?
Yay, we're at Alchemilla Hospital. Now, if you've played Silent Hill, you know this place. Come on. What I like the most about it is that it's...
My head. Was I dreaming? Gotta be because of the drugs.
It's a faithful remake of the Silent Hill 1 hospital. So if you know your way around, you won't be lost. Now, of course, some doors are different here, and it's not a 100% remake. Anyway, let's read this. We'll find a toolbox in the administration room. Please begin repairs of the water pipe immediately. If the cellar fills up with water, it will short out the generator, and there is a patient connected to the medical ventilator. Please hurry. P.S. Check the pipe under the sink in the kitchen. Administration. Here's a flashlight. We will be using it extensively. A fun fact about save ports is that you can move while it's saving. You can also change rooms. I need a key. if you pay attention, you'll see there is a leak here in the kitchen, and wow, with a wrench. Now in this room there's this box here and you cannot open it without the wrench, so this is why I picked it up. Big valve, it is definitely for the pipe in the basement. Let's go to the basement. Detour to the director's office just for ambience. This key has an electric lock, and yes, indeed it does. Certainly, we don't have a code. Well, actually, I have it on my sheet of paper here, but I won't be punching it down right now. Well, the difference between Gone Home and Silent Hill Alchemilla is that Alchemilla is a good adventure game, while Gone Home sucks. Now, don't press that lever. We can pull that there. Come on. Now we can take the elevator. See what I mean? Let's go to the second floor. Now, this room is a bit confusing at first. You have an inscription on the wall which says, "The riddle of the rooms is very simple. You will solve it certain." And here there is a safe. No, the game doesn't only take place in the hospital, thankfully. You visit some more areas, some which are very impressive. Anyway, there is a safe here with 10 digits. And sadly, we don't have a combination yet. So let's explore the hospital. Now, here's the first room. Room of Death number 1. So memorize that. We will use it later on.
This place looks all too familiar. I used to be here a long time ago. This is the hospital.
Captain Obvious. Anyway, here's a second lock. And this requires a key. First stop, we're gonna go to this. Now, you could just try to read that in reverse, but The good thing is this mod has actual reflections. Yes, this is us. And this room is Room of Old Age 4. Here's a picture. What a miserable and odd looking picture. Who hung it here? Locked. My god, it's a human heart. Ew. Wrong door. This TV is really dusty. There's something here. The doctor said I can go home soon. Thank God. To me, it's so horrible here. I don't like this hospital. The food is terrible. Compared to a home-cooked meal, this is just shit. Even fast food is starting to sound good. Besides, there's absolutely nothing to do here. And this room is simply awful. Though it wouldn't be if they just fixed it. The truth is, on the third floor, the repair work is already being done. From what I hear, the ceiling in room 302 has collapsed and crushed one of the patients. Apparently, one of the doctors found him and he is now in the morgue. But that's just what I heard. I haven't seen it for myself. Don't worry, I'll be home soon, Bill. Interesting. They are not humans. They all want to kill me. Okay, this is it for that floor. Now let's go explore the third floor, shall we? Point. Ah, it's broken. Too bad. Same deal. Doesn't have a handle. Well, that one's open. Lock is broken, sadly. Ah, now we have another room. The room of birth 4. So actually we have two number 4s. If you remember right, the room of old age is also a number 4. Need a key to open it. Let's visit 301. And although it scares me, well, it is fucking scary. I need a key. Bottles. there's something interesting in this room. I found a small key. Looks like a key to a locker of some kind. Well, wasn't there a locker on floor 2? We'll see. Oh fuck.
Hey, hey, you okay?
Too spooky for me. Oh, she went away. Anyway, we have what we came for. Let's go back to the second floor. There's a note inside. Hi Elisa, Dr. Kaufman has ordered the installation of a code panel on the door to the operation room. What I can't understand is, what does he want it for? Well, whatever, it's not important. If you forget the password, remember that it consists of 4 digits. Funny enough, each digit seems to correspond to the product of the first and third digit in the numbers of 4 different rooms. There's a TV in the first room, a patient with a heart condition is in the second room, there's a little girl in the third room, and the fourth room I hate because the occupant is a cranky drunk. Anyways, good luck. Now, if you're familiar with math, and actually I'm very illiterate in math, but this is very simple, a product is the result of a multiplication. Now, all the rooms in this hospital are 3 digits, and the second digit is 0, so you just forget that. So basically, if, let's say, one of the room was 203, the product would be would be 6. So let's hunt the rooms. Let's begin with floor 2, since we're in here. Now, here's the room with a patient with a heart condition. Well, looks like the patient's not here anymore. Anyway, this is the second room, so 201 is the second room, and the product is 2. Now let's see that one. Ah, that's the room with a TV. Now remember, on the note it was written that the room with a TV was the first one, and the result, well, the product of that room, 2 by 2 is 4. So we have 4 and 2 so far. Nothing here we care about. Nah. No little girl here and no drugs, so looks like the other 2 rooms will be on the 3rd floor. Let's begin with that one. Broken. Now that's not a room. This one, broken as well, so let's try that. A creepy breathing noise. Anyway, let's try that room here. Ah. Yeah, looks like this is the little girl's room, and that room is 301, so the product is 3. So we have 4, 2, and 3, and now we have to find the last one. That room's locked, so let's try this one here. Ah, yeah, bottles. Now that's the drunk's room. Well, drunkard's room, sorry. And 303, so that's 9. We have the combination. It is 4239. Okay, it's downstairs, I think. Let's try the second floor. I don't think I can remember. Yes, it's here. Okay. So let's try punching that code. As I said, 4, 2, 3, 9. Boom. There's so much blood. Was there a surgery recently? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Aha! We have found the Room of Life 35. So, let's go back to the safe and I will explain that simple puzzle. We have all the rooms we need. So basically what you have to do is you have to rank, well, yeah, for lack of a better word, you have to rank these rooms in order according to well, the process of life. So of course birth should come first, and birth is number 4. Now the second that we have to punch is the Room of Life 35, so that is 435, and again afterwards we have the Room of Old Age 4, so 4354, and last Room of Death 1, so the code is 43541. Let's try that. 43541. Boom! I picked up a key with a mark DL. What could DL mean? It's actually a key to the doctor's office. I believe it's written, it probably says Doctor's Lounge or something, but, you know. Anyway, let's open that door and see what's inside. I hereby forbid anyone from visiting the morgue without my authorization. Only approved personnel may enter there. I have replaced the lock on the door with code panel. The code is currently 4573. If someone enters the morgue without consent, they will be immediately dismissed. Dr. Kaufman. So we have the code to the morgue. Now, there's something that I actually missed. It's this note here. I don't think I've read it. Okay, tests of preparation. White Claudia. The new psychoactive preparation causes extensive hallucinations and paranoia in the patient. The patient sees everyone as enemies and even perceives the names of the doctors and nurses to read monsters. suffers from a distorted perception of the physical world, acts aggressively towards other people. Furthermore, the preparation increases the blood pressure and practically doubles the heart rate. These symptoms may result in cardiac arrest. Preparation has been denied approval for further use. Dr. Kaufman. Now, if you've played Silent Hill, you know that's false. Anyway, let's enter the code for the morgue. The code is 4573. Looks like the blood is guiding me. Would be clever game design. A key to room 302. Well, let's go there then. What it is.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
No. What the hell's going on? I gotta get out of here.
Indeed, there is a hole in the roof. There is a hole here and it's not gone. I picked up a key with a mark F3. It must be for the 3rd floor. Now that's actually even the key to the stairwell. I'm gonna use it. Door is stuck. Well, I can't go that way. Looks like there's this. Oh. Looks like there is a save point here. Well. Oh wow.
What happened? Is this place even a hospital?
Well, looks like we are in the overworld now. Great. Now be careful. You can die here if you fall. Now Daz here made this experience yesterday. Oh, yeah. Now here's a very simple puzzle that got Daz derping around for like 30 minutes. So you have a box here with Roman numbers. You have 8, 12, 11, and 7. So let's see what that does. The toolbox is shut tight, no handles or holes. Be careful here, you can fall. Maybe key. David, you're blamed twice as much than Robert blamed. You dared to be inebriated during operation. Now, this you have to keep in mind that the authors of this mod are Russian, so you're gonna have some Ivan speak. Basically, that says, David, you're to blame twice as much than Robert. You dared to be drunk during operation. Now, this is a pretty obscure puzzle. We will see more about that. Now here's detective protagonist in action. It reminds me of the main entrance to the hospital. What is this place? I don't know. Mirror image, maybe? Well, can't go that way. Alright, let's explore these rooms with some stuff that look like veins coming out of them. Great. Need a key. Oh, fantastic. Flesh. Oh yeah, there's a message here. The anesthesiologist must change narcotic drugs so that he will survive after this negligence. So it looks like the anesthesiologist has forgotten to change narcotic drugs. Well, looks like this was a bit of a botched surgery or something. Huh. Nice. The heart is still here, and there is a switch on the wall. This is switch number 7. And if you remember right on the box, 7 is the last one. So we'll leave that one be for now. Here's another one. 12. 12 is the second one, so don't push that one. Now here we have 11. 11 is the third one, so don't press that one either. That one is locked. Ah, Joseph, you are an excellent surgeon working as a jeweler, but you are responsible for their employees even though you're not to blame. Now, what the message really says is that Joseph is an excellent surgeon, he works like a jeweler, but he is responsible for his subordinates. But he's not to blame, because he did his job. And here is switch number 8, and 8 is the first one, so let's press that. And we gotta find 12. 12 is here, I think. Yes, here's 12. Here's 11. And finally, here is 7. After pushing the button, I heard a click of some kind. wonder what it could be. Could it be the box? What do you know? There's only a rusty key on the box. Let's try the key here. Damn, doesn't work. Now there's one door that is what was locked on the second floor, so let's see if a key opens it. I believe it was that one. No, not from the other side. Not this one. Ah, the key fits. Yeah, now you know this puzzle, right? This is very classic. Now, if you remember, the solution was very easy in Silent Hill. Now, if I remember correctly, you had to turn the valve, the right valve once and the left valve twice. The solution here is even simple. You just turn that one once. And there you have it. Looks like there's something glowing. I found a key inside the monster's body. It stinks like hell. Jeez. There is another. Sterilization, one of the most important routines. Nurse Nancy, you have neglected this rule. Well, looks like everyone is shit in this hospital. I won't come here if I want healing. That's for sure. Now let's try that key on the double doors. Just be careful to save. Just in case, you never know. The key fits. Locked from the other side. There's nothing of interest here except a cage, I guess. Nice kitchen. Ah, there's another one here. Patient has died of septic shock due to blood infection. Sterilization procedures were not properly observed. Well, looks like the nurse really fucked up. Now before we reach what's on that door, so I'm gonna handle and the button isn't working. Anyway, only a judge can pass on. Judge these people fairly. Start with the most sinful, not sin, sinful. Okay. Now this puzzle took me a while to figure out, and if you fail, you die. So you have only one. Well, you can just reload if you die, but the descriptions of the wall must have some kind of logical answer, though I'm not sure that logic still works in this place. So, the thing is, these are all names of the people who work in the hospital that were linked to the debacle with with the surgery. Here is Nurse Nancy, there's Joseph, and David Robert. Now the only one that wasn't named is Ashley. He is the anesthesiologist, but anyway, he fucked up too. And we have to rank them in accordance to their mistake. So, we know from 2 notes that the patient died because the tools were not properly sterilized. So, Nancy is obviously the most sinful of all. She fucked up big time. Ashley didn't administrate the drugs properly, so he is the second one. Now, one of the notes said that David was, his blame was twice as much as Robert, so he is the third, Robert is the fourth, and Joseph is innocent. Boom, there you have it. No, there's no hard mode, there's only one difficulty level, and to be honest, you'll see why it doesn't really matter. Anyway, yeah, we're in the basement now. The elevator doors are slightly open. I can't open it with my hands. Oh look, there's a shovel here. And a lying figure. Oh yeah. Classic monster. And there's another one here. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, looks like this shovel was used to break down the door. Oh, let's put it here then. I managed to open the doors with a shovel. Things on the wall. There are strange glowing marks on the elevator door. Now, this puzzle is probably the only one that's disappointing because the game does it for you. Basically, once you have everything, you just have to mash the use button and it does it automatically, which is unfortunate. Anyway. Criminal has been hanged for the sins he committed with the moon shining above. Need a key. The lock is broken. Ah, save point, yay. God, I would never work in such a place. Judgment is a just cause. The judge was strict, but he was fair. The sun shines on his deeds from below. The door is wrapped with barbed wire. Lock is broken, I can't open this door. Let's go back to that room here because you have some pliers. These can be used to cut the wire. Yes, key here. Strange key. Anyway, let's visit these rooms now. Broken. Door is stuck. Door is stuck. I picked up a tarot card, Sun. Looks like these notes are somehow connected to the strange symbols. The sins of a criminal is best left in the past. Yeah, maybe he uses lots of songs from Silent Hill, so you'll hear some familiar noises, believe me. I picked up the tarot card Justice. This one is Moon. There's a nurse down here. With a bed with barbed wire too. Locked from the other side, anyway. Now we grabbed the key, so let's find the door where it can be used. Not this one. I believe it is that one. No, this one then. Yeah, now it is open. Door is stuck. Locked from the other side. I picked up the tarot card, the Hanged Man. Now we have all the cards we need. Now let me explain why I think this puzzle is a bit weird and problematic. And actually, it's the only one in the game that's like that. You have to read all the notes, but they are really useless. We could have done without them. You have to read them because otherwise you cannot put the tarot cards here. if you're familiar with Silent Hill, you know who these guys are. These are bloodsuckers. Oh, fuck. Ah! Sadly, we have no blood pack to put their attention away, but anyway, they're too far away to reach us. Suffocating, what should I do?
Something's wrong. Something is wrong. What's happening to me? The drugs? Dr. Kaufman. It's all his fault.
Nothing, you're supposed to die. That's all. And you'll notice that we just woke up where the cadaver was. But there's no blood anymore. It's all lit up now. And most of the doors that we took before are now magically stuck. Some are now open. That part with the monsters here, that scared the crap out of me the first time, really. I was not expecting that. I don't remember these key being here earlier. Yeah, either. No, that sounds like 4 actually. You're late, Red. White Claudia alias PTV. This preparation represents the diluted version of preparation. In small doses, the preparation can cause hallucinations and symptoms resembling narcotic inebriation. Sale of the preparation will be carried out through the antique store Grain Lion. Part of the diluted preparation will be given to the local cult known as the Order. With the exception of close confidence, disclosure of this document to anyone is expressly forbidden. Dr. Kaufman. Kaufman He's a cretin leaving all these things in the open.
I gotta go to the Green Line antique shop. Maybe I'll find Dr. Kaufman there.
Congratulations, you've achieved 1/3 of the game. Yes, streets. Now this part is very straightforward. World of nightmare. Nightmares begin beyond this wall. Looks like there's an access there. Just a door, nothing interesting, has nothing to do here. You see moths. Well, that's a light insect. General store. Sadly, the door is locked. Anyway, we are probably in the vicinity of the general store, so let's visit the streets some more. Just get into that alley first. Useless garbage, I won't dig into it. Looks like we are at the cross between Coon Street and Crichton Street.
Damn, the road's are out. I need to find a way around.
That's a mild way of putting it, but yeah, the roads are definitely out. Let's make a small detour to that Chinese restaurant, the Golden Dragon. There is something inside that we want. I guess I'll take a coin. Yeah, why not? We actually need that coin. It's required for a puzzle. Here's a small map of the area we're in. So we are alongside the Alchemilla hospital, and up ahead is the post office, I guess. Anyway, we don't really need the map. Here's the general store, right next to a crevice. Machine is broken. We tried to adjust it without any kind of equipment, but it didn't work. Someone has to go up there and check it out. The machine hasn't been working since last Wednesday. What's interesting though is that if you press the buttons of the keypad in a certain sequence, I356, then this thing starts ringing. Now that puzzle took me quite a while to figure out because This is not an I, this is a 1. So the sequence is 1, 3, 5, 6. Yeah. And the coin, we need to actually activate the machine. There we go. It has to work now. 1, 3, 5, 6. Oh my god, we get a key. A key from the machine. You just need to have SDK 2013 single player installed. That's all you have to install. I don't have any Half-Life games installed and my computer seems to crash and I had to reformat it there you go, but yeah. This is actually one of the few games I have installed on my computer. Now that key must open this area. I bet it does. Yeah, congratulations, you have reached the apartments. And on the window, it's written, in our special place. Now, the first thing you want to look for in the apartment, well, let's try the doors first. That one is locked. One is locked. I need a key. A very old lock. How did it manage not fall into pieces yet? Locked. Ah, that one is open. Picked up a bottle of acid. I wonder what we'll use that for. And on the wall here you have a poster behind the shelf with a strange symbol with an omega in the line, and it's written dreams on it. Now memorize that. It's important. You have to find 3 more like these scattered around. Now, before we melt the lock, we have to do something first. Looks like the garbage chute is in working condition. Now, we want to keep that open. Now, before we head downstairs, there is something we need to check out. Here, there's a sign, a sort of V or whatever you want to call it, with darkness. That's the second of 4. Now, the first thing we want to check out now is the basement. Well, not the basement here. Try that first. There's another save point, but you don't need to save really. Okay, let's read the note. This place is quite empty now. Another person has left and simply disappeared. It frightens me. Something is wrong with this town. One of my tenants, only old Andy remains. He doesn't want to abandon the town. He loves to tend to his bookstore, although he hasn't had a visitor for quite a while now. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any other place to go, nor do I for that matter. I fear we will die here of old age and no one will ever know. I suppose there is no reason to keep the apartment keys in their case anymore. I'll hide them in the wardrobe. I also can't seem to find the spare key to the main entrance. I probably lost it when I was last with Andy. So this note has two pieces of information. First, the landlord, it's his apartment here. He hid the keys to all the tenants' apartments in what he calls a wardrobe. Now this is false. The key is not hidden here at all. It's hidden in a small cabinet. And last but not least, he says that the key to the entrance is lost with Andy, and it's actually found inside Andy's apartment, which is the very last one we'll visit. Let's take that key now instead. The old landlord's key. That's interesting. Now we've seen these two symbols before, but we haven't seen these two. Man once had nothing but hatred and darkness. Pain permeated his very existence. Then God was born. Born in that pain, born of a man and a woman who put their faith in the power of the sun. And so God came onto the earth, and he gave law and order to his people. He gave them flesh, time, and death. Thus the people were happy, for now they knew the value of flesh and time. Time divided all into day and night. Night brought to man the realm of dreams. In dreams they could build their own paradise, free of misery and despair, a paradise of happiness, a paradise of hope. Yes, it's SDK 213. Now, we'll check the basement real quick. Now, this is a straightforward puzzle that requires no explanation, but at this point you do not know what it's for, so I won't touch it. However, there is another pastor with a strange symbol with flesh. That is the third of four. So there is to it to the basement. Let's visit the second floor. Now, which side? I think it's that side. No, it's not. It's the other side. Anyway, we'll see it later. Well, we'll need to do that first anyway. Now, here's the last one, which is a 69 in reverse. It is God. And here is the garbage chute. Nothing further will fall through. The chute is clogged. Now, with that in mind, we can go back to the first floor, well, the ground floor, and enter the combination. Thanks to the hint given in the book, we can solve it no problem. So, in the book, if you remember right, darkness came first, so darkness is this. Then came God, that one. Afterwards, he made flesh, this one. And then flesh could dream, that one. Wow. A keychain from the apartment. Now we can enter most of these apartments. Let's just let me see my notes, because I've written down every room with everything that's inside them, so I wouldn't get lost. Okay, let's start with floor 2. It's the shortest one. Start with that side. A room 201. You can enter. Has a TV set. The TV seems to be unplugged, but it actually works. Funnily enough. The tap is rusty. The locked box. There is a note here too. Dear Elizabeth, I can't imagine life without you. I love you. My heart beats only for you, and I will wait for you forever. My room is always open to you. Call me and the door will be unlocked. My number is 555-458-84. Write this number down. You'll be typing it. Because we want a night of love with a mysterious fella. Okay. Now, room 205. It is open. I believe there is absolutely nothing inside it though, except a piano. It's completely empty. It's good for atmosphere though. Room 202 has a broken lock. Yes, you cannot enter it at all. 203 is the same. 206. Ah, yes. Something is glowing on that. I found a tape inside the camera. I don't even want to know what these hooks are for. Lock is broken. Door is stuck. Just an old toy. And an old toy as well. Okay, this is done. We have the last room here, which is 204. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. Oh, there's a telephone. Well, what was the number again? Number is 555-458-4. Well, let's see if the room is unlocked. nothing changed. Ah. Did you hear it? I think it came from upstairs. Let's see. Let's save first. It's coming from somewhere. Ah, from here. What the hell was that? Ah, we have something here. That's rusty. I need a key to the box. We have found another box that looked just like that one, too. Now let's remember that there is a locked box in room 305. Let's visit 301. It's locked. Can't open it. Okay, let's try 302 then. Need a key. Alright, let's try 303. Ah, wait, this one we can open. There is some kind of a notch here. Well, looks like we need two things to open that. Can be opened. Now let's remember that there is a cabinet in room 303 that we need to open too. Is it 306? Ah, now this is interesting. Looks like this is a photographer's place. There's a note here too. After all the preparations are complete, you can then develop the photograph. Don't forget to only use red light or else the negatives will become overexposed. Load the film into the drum and fill the drum with chemical A, then print the photograph in the enlarger. Once printed, dip the photograph into a white tray filled with chemical A2. Afterwards, dip the photo into a blue tray containing chemical B. Wash the photo in the green tray with water. Finally, allow the photograph to dry. Let's collect some shit. There is a bottle too here. Not enough reagents. Now, the problem here should be very obvious. I'll just show you. There is no water. We have to find a way to make water flow. The water must flow. Anyway, we'll just remember that rule for now. And finally, 304. We have already visited, there is nothing of interest here. Okay, we're not done with this floor yet, though. Remember that garbage chute? Well, we can put the box here and make it fall. Oh, looks like it broke. Cool. just catch that box real quick and then we'll make a detour to the basement. Ah, yes, it's broken. Yeah, good. A little key. I think it's used to open that other box, but I could be wrong though. The valve puzzle. I do not know exactly the order. There's another puzzle very later on in the game, which is like you get it by pure luck, basically. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. Whatever. Jesus Christ! It took me 5 minutes to get it on my first attempt, and then I just do it like that. Okay. This game. Alright, now let's go back to third floor, which is where we want to go. Now we want to visit room 305 first. Should be around here somewhere. Yes, here. I found the silver plate. Now we're gonna go to the camera, well, the red room, which is over here, 306. Now we picked up an empty bottle here, so maybe we can fill it with water now. Yes, I have a bottle full of water. Photo is printed. The image is developed. Now the image is fixed. And the photo is flushed. Okay. Wow, that looks grisly. Remember the apartment with the 3 hooks and the camera? Looks like that on the photograph. There is a teddy bear on the left, a baby in the middle, and some sort of rabbit on the right. So memorize these. Camera room is downstairs, 206. She's here. Let's pick that toy, and look who appeared. That guy, he wasn't there before. That scared the crap out of me. And now let's put the toys. Rabbit, baby, teddy bear. It hurt something. I found a golden plate. Okay. Looks like I have both silver and gold plates. Now, you had some strange circles on that cabinet. Maybe we can use the plates on it. Let's try that. The room is 303. It should be, no, not this way, here. Get a key. Looks like a key to a room. But the only two rooms that were locked to us were 302 and 301. The key fits. Looks like there's a hole in the wall, but sadly we can't pass. There's a note here though. I don't know how long I've been here. The sun does shine into this place. This room cursed. It disappeared. I'm locked in this small corridor. I tried to make a hole into Andy's room, but I'm too weak and don't have the energy. If I stay much longer, I will disappear too. Wow. Ah, Andy's room. Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, good thing is you can actually exit through the door. Anyway, the key to the main entrance should be somewhere inside. So let's look for it. Okay, just a note of warning. Do not read that book. Looks like the lost landlord's key. Okay. So we have what we came for. Good. Make a save. Let's go to the first floor and exit the apartments. Simple as that. Now, the reason why I saved is because there is a high potential of crash when you exit that area. The game didn't crash. Good. Good. Okay. Aha, there's a key here too. I found a key behind the counter. Now, I don't exactly remember, but I believe that this is the cafe where in Silent Hill 2 there was the inscription, there was a hole here, it's gone now. I believe that's the cafe. At least the place looks very familiar. rather sadly. Phantom of the Mall in the cinema. Good. Well, we ain't going that way, that's for sure. I really love the work that went into these destroyed roads and buildings. It's very believable. Looks like same deal here. Oh well. Oh, we have to find a door that's locked. This looks probably the same. The key fits. And we can go back, yeah. There's no point in going back. Ah, this is a mall, looks like. Very famous location. Especially in Silent Hill 1, which I think is the most impressive incarnation. Ah, this is what we were looking for. The Green Lion. Yes. How far down does the rabbit hole go? Mannequins. Not stuck. Locked from the other side. Lock is broken. Door is stuck.
Sometimes the scariest thing to look at is yourself.
It's always easier to blame somebody else than to blame yourself. It's always easier to forget than to remember. Fuck off.
into a car accident and they're all gone now. I was driving the car at the moment and it's not my fault. I had a damn seizure while driving. All because of Dr. Kaufman's drug. He gave me the seizure. It's his fault, and his fault alone.
Oh jeez. Suddenly we're all topsy-woodsy. I don't remember how it's I don't remember who said that, but just, I think it's in Blackadder or whatever.
Dr. Kaufman shouldn't live.
Yeah, there's no exit.
What the fuck?
Oh jeez. Oh, neat. Welcome to the mall. I don't understand. How did I get in here? Ah, looks like our first puzzle. Well, we don't have a combination for that yet. Music puzzle, my friends. For prompt control of senile agitation, old Freeman for resign.
Is there anyone that can help me?
It's broken. It's broken. Elevator doesn't work. Classic days, I don't hear. before we head to the second floor, there is something you must get. It's a note. Password Y2, Y4, Y1, Y3. Well, that is gibberish for now. You'll understand that later on. We'll find 2 more notes about it that are very important. Locked from the other side. Before we head in here, let's just make sure that locked can be opened. Oh, that one has a key code panel, and we have to find that code, of course. The music box looks like it's broken. Okay, first let's go downstairs. Is a note you must read too. So, x1 plus 2 equals y1, x2 by 2 equals y2, x3 plus 2 equals y3, and x4 by 2 equals y4. So now we have the operations that we have to do, but sadly we do not have the x numbers. Aha, there's something here. 2 plus 2 equals x1. 2 minus 2 equals x2. 2 divided by 2 equals x3. And 2 by 2 equals x4. Okay, so let me go back to that key code panel. Now the solution is very simple. I have written everything down. So 2 plus 2, well, x1 is 2 plus 2, which is equals 4. x2 is 2 minus 2, which equals 0. x3 is 2 divided by 2, which equals 1. And finally, x4 is 2 by 2, which is 4. So basically the X code is 4014, but if you type that, it doesn't work, of course. Now, to get Y1, you have to basically do x1 plus 2, which equals 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now that's Y1. Y2 is x2 by 2 equals 0 by 2 equals 0. Y3 is x3 plus 2, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3. And finally, Y4 is x4 by 2 equals 4 by 2 equals 8. Now the code we have is 0863. That's the code. Boom. I have actually... The passcode is Y2, Y4, Y1, Y3, so I have changed the numbers in my head. And we're here. Picked up the metallic handle. Let me replay that for you the second time. Only 4 notes, which should be pretty straightforward. Okay, now there are only 4 notes that actually work. They are 1, 3, 5, and 7. The other ones, they don't do anything. Okay, so basically you just have to listen carefully to the music. Now, of course, I found the combination, so I will just tell you what it is. It is 1, 7, 3, 5. There's a key in the box. Let's remember what that does, because I don't remember actually. Oh yes, oh yeah, I remember now. Okay. It opens a very peculiar shop. Oh, there's a book too. This is garbage, we don't need it. This actually threw me off the puzzle. That door. And what do you know? We have entered a cosplay shop. With some mangas too. Now, if only I could pick up Dragon Slayer and just go on a rampage, that would be neat. Can't get out, and there's nothing here. What is going on? Now you have to wait a bit for the mall to shift to the other world. It should happen any second now. It's pretty long for no real reason, but yeah, it takes time. Come on, switch to the other world. You shouldn't have to do anything for it to switch. You can't exit the room either, so you're stuck here basically. Ah, there we go. Took its sweet time, but we're here. Now, this is by far the hardest part of the game. The puzzles here are nasty. Locked, I need a key. You must hold on to your sense of time. In the room of cold steel and dirty cloth, the hours are broken. The flow of time is unstable. Do you know what time it is? I don't. The clock above the hole is wrong. How did you get here? Have you sinned as well? If so. Okay. We'll leave that be for now. The colors have vanished from my world. This town has changed me, but in the end I am guilty. I think you understand, you're the same. If the colors begin to vanish from your world too, then you must cling to reason. Even with only 2 colors left, you can still make a third. The panel upstairs should be pretty obvious by now. We have to combine colors. So, we have to make green, yellow, and blue. Now, green is yellow. Oh, come on. Yellow and blue. Then, yellow is red and green. And finally, blue is... the panel is tricky. There we go. Looks like it fits. And now that door is open to us. coffee table. Here is something interesting. This is the only puzzle in the game that I didn't understand. But I still found a solution by typing random numbers. Anyway, there are arrows drawn on the clock face 3:30. Down here, there is sadly nothing. Looks like we can enter the Giga Store, but not possible from here, sadly, so we'll come back to that place. I want to find out if the key I grabbed from the coffee shop, well, the Happy Burger shop, opens a door that was previously locked. Let's find out. I came from here. So many keys in that mod. Don't remember which does what. So. Going stuck. Stuck. Yes, okay. Here's the second clock. The arrows drawn on the clock face 6:30. And there is another. Oh no, there's just a key here, yeah. The key we need, an unknown key. Now there's a big hole, don't fall into it. There's a note on the desk. If in this hole is where the souls of victims were dumped, who would not acknowledge their sins. I paid for my sins with my life, but not here. Death is never more insignificant than when people return. Now you gotta remember that note. And here is another clock. There are arrows drawn on the clock face, 3:30. Let's make a save. haven't visited that place yet. Let's do it. Yeah, arrows run the clock face. 12. Door is locked. It's locked. Locked. And the town will not release you, not until you understand your sin and yourself. Should you figure out the time, enter it in the code panel. The time surrounded by multitude of time don't write. Well, though I can be sure. Can you overcome the fury and remember? On the other hand, ignorance is bliss. Code to that door is 0630. Now I've tried adding the time. Adding 3:30, 6:30, and 12. It doesn't give me that result. I've crossed 12. I've tried with 6:30, 3:30, and 3:30. It didn't give me the result. I've tried every combination. I didn't find it. So afterwards, I just punched numbers at random, and I found that. So there you have it. Oh no. Unknown key. Here I atone for my sins in blood. You do not seem to realize what pain you've brought to the people around you, and even parts of your own soul. Come to think of yourself as a victim, then you can remember and understand everything. Now, this cryptic note basically tells us that we have to jump in the pit. And we can only do that after we've read that note, because otherwise we die. Now, there is a glitch that can kill you if you jump in that pit after reading the notes. So this is why I'm saving, because I know it happened. It happened to me. Just need to find the correct room. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, and now we have to jump. Pray it will work.
Is it really my fault? No. That's impossible.
And lo and behold, it didn't glitch. Good. Okay, let's save first. Now that corridor brings us back to the area we were in before, so all we can do now is advance. Back here. We came out of the Giga store. Sadly, we didn't keep the pliers. And now we're at the final part of the game. We're really almost done. It's time to get out of here. Should be probably 30 to 45 minutes left. Well, can go that way. Well, it's not very long. Well, it's pretty long when you have to figure out everything by yourself. But when you... That's my second playthrough.
I forgot something. Something important.
That's my second playthrough, so I know the puzzles, I know the riddles, I know where to go, so... I've been playing for 2 hours. That's pretty big. For a game that only has puzzles, that's quite good. Now, speedrunning that game should be really interesting to see. This looks familiar. Hey, that's my fucking house. We can enter that one. I can't interact with anything, looks like. Okay.
What the hell happened here?
Well, let's find out.
But they died in the accident. Why are they here? What's going on? What is this? No, it can't be. It's Kaufman's fault. I'm going to find him and I'm going to kill him.
Welcome to the final phase of the game. Now I think that this rendition of the overworld slays. It is so good. Absolutely fantastic. It's like a combination of Silent Hill 1s and 3s. It's just missing rain, that's all it's missing. Just look at that. Look at all that pipe work and... this must have taken ages to make. Station. Oh, we know that place. Lock is broken. Okay, now this is the third part. As soon as you cross that fire, the flash will ignite and fire will chase you, so you have to run. But this is basically a little maze, and if you take a wrong turn, you're dead. Now, there is something that can help you. I'll show you real quick. When you see these images on the wall, you turn. Whew, we made it. And we are in the hospital. We're back here. Well, that's not the hospital. We are. Oh, there's a map too. I didn't see it. Anyway, we are in nowhere. The only door that isn't locked is the basement access. And this is a direct reference to Silent Hill 2 and James's infamous descent to hell. Oh yeah, you like stairs? In addition to a ritual, I decided that White Claudia might be suited to recreational use. Using my contacts in the cult as an advantage, I began to successfully sell PTV using an antique shop as a cover. My position as hospital director gives me great access to the necessary equipment for the production of the drugs, and I'm able to safely store them in a secret part of the hospital. The harm that drugs do makes me sick, but no one is forcing these stupid tourists to buy it. That idiot nurse Lisa will do whatever I tell her for her dose. Another funny story about a Norman Wexler. For months I pumped him full of a drug. I had to see how much the body could take before death. It would certainly appear suspicious if residents and tourists started dying without explanation. But as it turned out, in this respect, the drug is safe. The same cannot be said for mental instability. Wexler became very aggressive, so much so that I decided to stop the experiments. But after a while, I accidentally found out that he had lost his family and the police are looking for him. I'll bet anything that Wexler's newfound insanity is connected to the drug. Later, after a car accident, he ended up again in Alchemilla, and it looks like he's got some partial memory loss. I don't envy this idiot, but I've given him fair compensation for the experiment and warned him of all the risks involved.
I know. I was just scared. Afraid to face the truth. I tried to erase it from my memories, but it kept coming back and back and back again. It's all my fault. It has nothing to do with Dr. Kaufman. I was taking the drugs because I wanted it for myself. And I killed my family over it. I killed them. All this time I've been searching for Kaufman, but I've just been looking for the truth. And when I found it, my truth. My personal hell.
There's another book here, which is a nice touch, I think. Asked the doctor to let me quit being in charge of that patient. It's too weird, still alive, but with wounds that won't heal. Told the doctor I quit, won't work at that hospital anymore. The room is filled with insects. Even with the doors and windows shut, they get in to spite me. To the hospital, feeling bad, need to throw up, but nothing comes out. Vomiting only bile. Blood and pus flow from the bathroom faucet. I try to stop it, but it won't turn off. Needs drug. Help me. Now, this is obviously written by Lisa Garland, and she's talking about Alyssa. Let's get out of here. Great. Yeah, so this whole area here is a little maze of teleporting rooms. This area is familiar. Okay, let's take a look at the photograph. Now this is a pretty simple puzzle. So you have a photograph of a morgue, which is the room next door, by the way. And you have 8 vaults, if you want to call them. Now you can see that on the top row, 1 is open, 3 are closed, and on the bottom row, 2 are open, and 2 are closed. Now, the bottom of the photograph says the opposite. Basically what that means is that we have to do the reverse on the other side of the room. And the dangling cable is is the way we can orient ourselves. Now you'll see it's very straightforward. Well, the puzzle itself is straightforward, but it took me a while to figure out that I had to leave it like that afterwards. I need a key to the box. Okay, now this mannequin here. This mannequin doesn't look like the others, it's frightening. Well, to me it looks just like the others. You'll see that it's missing 2 arms now. The first one is here. Very simple. But finding the other one is the hard part. It's no use using the other doors, they will just teleport you around this place. The only 2 doors that interest us are that one and these double doors. Let's make a save. Now the photographs show this side, so we are going to that side. Now, the opposite. Open this one, this one, this one, then this one, and finally that one. No, that's not that. side, man. This is embarrassing. Hey, there we go, okay. Now this wasn't the other side. Good. I thought it was. And now we are on the second floor of the place. We can exit this place because we need a code. The code is very simple. You'll see what it is. I bet that's for the small box. Hey, here's a fun part. The hand is blocking the lock. I can't open it. Here's another hand too. There's an artificial hand sticking out of the hole. Looks like it's crying too. There's a book. They took my child, said he was born dead, but why? They didn't even look at him. I know they took him. I know they stole him from me. If you help me get him back, I'll give you the password. Now that baby is found next door. It's that simple. Yeah, you just have to... No. Yeah, it's here. On that hook. I thought it was on the other side, but no, it's not. Okay. So that one. Alright. Let's put the baby in the hand. I put the doll into the hand. Now the password is triangle, hexagon, square, and circle. Now let's go back to the laser. Can't open these, they don't work. Now how are we gonna enter these when all we have is 10 digits? The solution is dreadfully simple. A triangle has 3 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. A square has 4 sides, and a circle has 0. There we go. Let's save, and then we have to exit through this door. Back in this place. Now, let's open the little box. We find a book. The bodies at the bottom aren't there, close. Move to the left, open. Move to the northeast, open. Below and more to the right, open. The bodies are above aren't there, open. Now this is linked to the morgue again, so let's go back there. Now on this sorry. On this side that we haven't touched, we have to open that one first, then this one, that one, and finally this one. heard something. Let's save. And now, if we take this door, we will be transported to the 3rd floor. Oh, like that. Locked from the other side. Oh, hey, look at that. I picked up the right mannequin's hand. And that door here is locked. Alright. That door here is a shortcut to the other side of the corridor, but I will take it. It's disorientating. This is the shortcut door, and I need to go here. I see something behind the ventilator. Looks like a key. Now, sadly, I can't reach it in any way. My hand will get chopped, so we have to find another way to do that. I believe that we have no more use for the 2nd floor, so we will close it. Actually, we do. Right hand is now in place. Looks like nothing changed. The mannequin is complete. Something has changed, and it took me a while to figure it out. Basically, you have to reopen that one to gain access to the 2nd floor again. Then go to that one, yes. That's the one. And now you can see that the arm lowered. Was the hand in this position? Now here's the 2nd puzzle where I just found it by random. If you press that button here, you can see that you have 2 lights. The solution is you have to have 3 green lights in a row. Let's try doing that. And no red lights, by the way. Only green. There we go. And that stopped the ventilator. So now we can go back to the 3rd floor. Let's make a small save. Now we can grab the key. Perfect. And then should go into that lock. The key is hardly turning. It doesn't give it in, and I can't pull it out either. Ah, no, it's completely stuck. Damn, the key is broken. The key is broken in the lock. The door won't open now. Oh shit. Oh, there's the seal it appeared. Jeez. Okay. Now, you have to do something retro. You have to use one of these doors to trigger the key. And that falls. Now the only door that was locked to us was this one. And congratulations, you have beaten the game.
What the fuck? No one will save me. I'll just stay here. And there you have it. That was Silent Hill Alchemilla. Now, that was very good. I love that game. It's really good. Really good. Now, of course, the team ran out of time, so they couldn't implement
inventory and combat. Now they wanted to have combat, I believe, only in melee form, so no ranged weapons, no guns, only like with a lead pipe and stuff. But they couldn't do it, which is unfortunate. But I think that as a pure puzzle game, it works quite well. I mean, the puzzles are fun. They're pretty straightforward for the most part. And yeah, it's a good adventure game. I liked it a lot. It's certainly better than stuff like Gone Home. Yeah. Also, what I liked about it is that it's like a combination of Silent Hill 1, 3, and 2, basically. It's like, in terms of visual and atmosphere, it's very reminiscent of Silent Hill 1 and 3, but the character development and the whole psychological aspect is very close to Silent Hill 2. Even the ending is close to the In the Water ending from Silent Hill 2, which is probably one of the most depressing endings I've ever seen in a video game. My god, I was sad when I unlocked that ending for the first time. I was like, wow, this is depressing. Yeah. Well, Silent Hill 2 is a cheerful game, but that ending is just balls to the floor depressing. It's just, what did I just play? Anyway, even in a second playthrough, the game took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to beat, which is very good. I took my sweet time, but you know, I reckon that a speedrun of that game would last probably about an hour, I imagine. Anyway, I'm waking up early tomorrow, so I won't be streaming anymore. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope my voice wasn't too weird because I'm sick, as I said. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.